Rising with the Sun. So, but I'm wearing gloves in Florida. It's crazy. Ten days ago, my dad had a heart attack. It was his third heart attack. His first one happened 16 years ago. I was 15, and he had quadruple bypass surgery. He had a second heart attack, smaller incident, about 9 years ago, had a stent put in one of his bypasses. We almost lost him 16 years ago. He had a heart attack. It's in the hospital. It was an emergency operation. He was 42. His brother was 32, and he had his first heart attack. I am 32. I will be in a couple months. So the doctors called us 10 days ago and said that all 4 of his bypasses and his LAD, which is a main artery in your heart, all had 100% blockages. They said to gather family, he wasn't coming off the table, and to get here. I had just traveled to Mississippi for a wedding, turned right back around and drove back down to Gainesville, where they had lifted him in a helicopter after performing life-saving stent placement in one of his bypasses. So of the 4, 1 is functioning. They stabilized my father after initially thinking that there was no way to stabilize him. Got him on some really good medicine and basically thinned and slipperied up his blood. So it's working through his arteries, and the stent they were able to place temporarily in one of his bypasses is holding him steady and giving us time. He is scheduled for a second open heart surgery at the end of this month in about 30 days. So in the interim, they have sent him home, and we are tasked with getting him as strong and sturdy as possible before operation. I'm very hopeful and lucky and happy that we're able to have him back and get him ready. That being said, I have come to my parents' house now that we have him back out of the hospital. I am firmly convinced that my entire family has eaten their way into a lot of health problems. So I'm here to clean out the fridge. I'm gonna throw away all the crappy food. I've always struggled with weight myself, and this is a time for us to come together like we always do and get it figured out, man. So we're about to go on a little adventure together over the next 30 days and see how healthy we can get my dad before he goes under the knife. But technology is amazing, and we are going to get him through this together. And what I can do to help is get him nutritionally sound and healthy. My whole life, we've all struggled as a family with weight, with knowledge of nutrition. I've spent the last 2 years studying and learning and experimenting with diets and working out. My sister Cassidy has done very well. She's lost 100 pounds. I fluctuate anywhere from 50 to 80 pounds total weight loss. I quit drinking, quit smoking, quit partying. So we're going to accomplish the same thing for my dad and for my mom and my other sister all at the same time. And the reason I'm recording this is because I had been filming a vlog about Rising with the Sun, and we were kicking ass with it, me and my girlfriend and some friends. During that challenge, this all occurred. I'm now going to rise with the sun at my parents' house and help get my dad and family healthy. So I'm about to clean out the fridge. We'll pop on a montage of that guy real quick, and I'm gonna take you guys with me along the journey, and hopefully you guys will learn something and it can help me out, and I look forward to seeing the end results. So see y'all in a little bit. Garbage. My tripod is also garbage. Hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah. How's it going? That was one of Dad's old friends calling. That's another thing I want to get accomplished here, is to get back in action for my parents, because they've kind of been isolated down here a little bit. My dad's in really good spirits, and he's trying to fight hard for this time around. Last time wasn't so easy for him. So that's the name of the game. Stay positive, move forward, and get out of the woods, because we're not out of them just yet. This is the 4th quarter, you know, so it's time to really rev it up and live life the way it should be. There's a ton of crappy food in that closet and in that fridge. All about education, man. You have to figure out for yourself what's good for your body and what's nutritious. So this is what happens, and this is my future if I don't change things. So it's time for a change. This is the garbage box. It's where the garbage food goes. And the other stuff that we can donate, I'm gonna donate that, because people who are in need, who don't have enough food, they can use that. So not much of it. So garbage food, recycled food, and here we Oatmeal's good. Graham crackers go bye-bye. Lucky Charms, more like Lucky Arms. It's got sugar in it. This is actually a bag of candy. A bag of candy. A bag of candy. Chicken broth, good. Honey buns, not good. Peanut butter, you gotta be careful with. A lot of it has sugar in it. This natural peanut butter is full of sugar. They try to get you every way they can. You have to read the labels, people. This is literally poison. Look, I'm not on a high horse here being like I know better. I'm gonna put a picture right here. Check that out. Look at all this. Look at this. This is what sugar, cigarettes, and beer does to you. So I'm not saying I know everything. I just have lived it, so I know. This is what you gotta do. It's not your fault. It's just everywhere. So you have to educate yourself. You have to arm yourself against a sugar-enriched, processed carbohydrate diet. It makes you tired, makes you sluggish, it clogs your arteries. Anything you're predisposed to genetically, this hampers your ability to fight that. Like they say, genetics load the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. So you gotta fight it while you can. So no sugar, no refined carbohydrates. If you want carbs, eat fruit or vegetables. And a way I think about it is if it grows, crows, or mows, plus fish. Meaning, if it's a naturally growing thing, not GMO, not corn, not wheat, naturally growing occurrences like vegetables and fruit, herbs and spices and that kind of thing. So if it grows, if it crows, meaning it's a bird, chicken, duck, whatever, or it mows, meaning it eats grass, it mows the grass. So grass-fed stuff, grass-fed beef, lamb. If you get pork, make sure you source it really responsibly. But grass-fed stuff, naturally occurring animal products, and of course fish. Mostly just salmon once, twice a week for a balanced diet. And if you want to get a specific type of diet like paleo or low carb or keto or even the carnivore diet, those are all different. But if you're just trying to live a balanced life without thinking too much, grows, crows, or mows, count your calories. Stay into a deficit if you want to lose weight. Stay even if you just want to maintain weight, and eat in a 10-hour window and drink a ton of water. And that's pretty much it. You'll feel better, you'll look better, and you'll do better. So, but also I'm an idiot, so don't listen to any of this. Just what worked for me. And it's gonna work for my family. Sweet corn, sugar corn. Popcorn, sugar. Kettle corn, sugar. Twisted pretzel stick, sugar. It's literally just too good. I mean, hell, even a banana, all it is, it's just sugar, but it's naturally occurring glucose. So it's good for you in moderation. Low calorie, some nutrients, so you just gotta learn to love bananas. Plain oatmeal, no sugar. 12, 14, 16, 18 grams of sugar in the rest. You gotta look at it, you gotta read it. Because it says something healthy, doesn't mean that it's healthy. More candy. It's always Easter in this house. 20 grams of sugar. This sucker right here will send you into a diabetic coma if you have 2 tater tots and 1 little dabble of this. Lots of empty space. Like, I'm not picking on my parents at all. I love them very much, and they were incredible parents. This is me trying to save them and help them get away from, what I'm trying to say is my parents aren't bad people or intentionally eating poorly. Like, they think about it, they're cognizant, they try to make healthy choices. It's just not enough because they have never been told, and what they have been told is a lie. FDA comes out, gives a food pyramid that's been proven that doesn't work. There's no one diet that fits all people. My father was in the ICU in Gainesville for the cardiac unit, so he was literally in the best place in the world to have a heart attack. He was with people who are trained to deal with cardiac episodes and trauma. Gave him medicine, directions, therapies, resources, informed him about his condition, the results, the options. And upon exiting that hospital, I asked for a health package and a dietary package and a psychiatric package to help get him through into a surgery. I said, what should he eat? What should he avoid? They had him on a low-fat diet in the hospital. He was served hamburgers, french fries, pudding, tea, but they were all low-fat, which meant they replaced it all with sugar. So basically they had him on 2,000 calories a day of sugar, white bread, puddings, cheeses, processed flour, buns, and they sent him with a package home. I said, avoid meat, avoid salt, avoid all fats, and replace them. The hospital, the cardiac freaking hospital, said replace all of your dairy products with trans fat, with I can't believe it's nut butter, with mother flippin' margarine. Margarine was outlawed by the FDA. You can't even sell it in stores anymore. And after, I think, 1 more year, it's illegal to have it in a store being sold. So they're phasing it out entirely. So the United States of America, the federal government realized how bad trans fats were for your heart. They harden your arteries, they make cholesterol stick into your veins and get foam cells, which cause plaque, which cause heart attacks, which cause death. So they're literally telling him, we're gonna fix you, we're gonna get you this medicine, but here is what you need to eat to come back in here. They're giving him the same shit that he's been eating his whole life, which is gonna keep him perpetually in and out of the hospital. And I was so mad when I saw that. So I didn't expect it to be the best diet in the world, but I thought they have some kind of educational system for doctors. But there's no nutrition-based thought going into it, and that's why he's in there in the first place. He doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. It's all diet-based. And so their ignorance in this one field and their expertise in all the other fields is completely undone by a lack of knowledge and trying. So have the hard conversation with your family now before it's too late. Freaking trans fats. Even though I'm here helping my parents out, it's really important to not slide too far back. So I'm just trying to sneak in a couple miles in the gym wherever I can. We're about to go shopping over in Ocala. We're talking to the doctors today about when he'll have the surgery scheduled. So we'll know our time clock today, hopefully. We'll get him as ready as possible with the whole rest of the family. So here goes.